Welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War difficulty walkthrough, and in this video we're going to be finishing up Atreus' part and then going back to Kratos. So let's go on to the first fight.
Nicely equipped. What needs work? Sif and Thor's room. Everyone back home would freak if they knew I was in here. Wait, what am I doing in here?
I don't understand. It's a lot more complicated than you think. You don't need to know why things are done.
But I'm old enough.
This isn't about your age.
Then what is it about? Because by this point, Magni and Modi...
We're set on the path that led to their deaths. I don't understand.
You never try to.
Then help me.
Not here. Maybe Odin's down in this library.
I just don't get it. The mask. Bringing the giant that killed my sons here. Why?
I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Stop letting your wife think for you. She's clouding whatever's left of your brain.
This isn't about her.
No, it's about your limitations. Accept them and move on. Now go smash something, will you? Honestly, I liked you better as a drunk. Okay, come here.
I finally figured it out. This is where you killed Emir. Isn't it? First giant.
Tell me, can you murder a landslide? Smother a storm? He was more, a force of nature, a vessel of power. I was young, foolish, saw an opportunity to create something more. I know you think it's cruel, but I did what I had to protect my own.
Why build your house here? What's in there? I'm gonna trust you.
I'm trying to tell you. In the wake of Emir's death, I saw something, the rift. Possibly the birthplace of reality. I looked inside, and something was there looking back at me. It whispered to me things I couldn't possibly comprehend, but I knew they were true. When it blinded me, I thought it was over, that I'd never see inside again. And then I found this. And I knew that it would finally let me see the answers. You see, son, I don't know where I go when I go. There's no Valhalla for me. Ragnarok cannot be the end. I need to know there's something more than this. I need to know what happens to me. And that's the truth. I swear on my last good eye. That's the truth.
The writing on here talks about a cold breath. Breath. Wind. It's gotta be Helheim.
Helheim, you say? I'll take it. And I know just the person to accompany you. I'm trusting you two can handle this responsibility.
You can count on us. Don't mess this up for me.
Oh, forgot to mention, Heimdall will be joining you.
What a privilege. For all of us.
Oh, hold up. You don't want to walk into the blistering cold of Helheim without this. Every Lao should keep you nice and toasty. You're welcome.
Huh. Mimir said even Odin couldn't survive the cold in Helheim.
You believe everything that old goat says?
Rude. Too bad your first time outside Asgard has to be to Helheim.
Nah, we're gonna make the most of this.
Now, as much as I would love to babysit, I have something else to do for the Allfather. If you run into any trouble, just scream so I know where to find your bodies.
Let's find that mask piece.
Finally, I can test my skills alongside the real Valkyrie expert.
First off, Hellwalkers are nothing compared to Valkyries. Second, I thought you didn't believe me. Hellwalkers, here's your chance.
Alrighty, moving on to the first fight here. This is just going to be a couple of Hellwalkers. So what you want to do for this one is just keep them all in front of you, because they do all usually spawn in front of you. And then you can just kill them. It's honestly a very, very easy fight. You probably just want to do the light attack and then the heavy attack, the combo, which I think is 3 lights and 2 heavies. Or it's 4 lights and 3 heavies, one of those two. And then you should have a pretty easy fight, basically finished off just like that. Then moving up here, there's going to be another Hellwalker right here. This one you could just do the same combo because the combo is really, really good. And you see me doing it right there. And then I think if you go ahead, these two will spawn in. I'm not entirely sure though. You can use your abilities, your light runic, your heavy runic, and Ingrid's ability as much as you want. They actually have really low cooldowns, so it's not like Kratos where you have to wait like 3 minutes for you to get it back. I think they only have like a cooldown of around 60 to 90 seconds. So yeah, that's about it for those 2 fights. So let's go on to the next one.
Anaheim, tortured Tyr, murdered Groa, murdered Ymir. Goes on and on.
Interesting. And where'd you hear all this?
Freya and Mimir told me.
Oh, so his traitorous ex-wife and a bitter former advisor. Got it.
Look, you don't believe me, but
No, I don't. Either you're full of crap or you're a hypocrite for helping him. Can we just focus on the mission? Dead end. This is where the mask.
let's double back. We'll find a way around.
On to the next fight right here. This is going to be a lot more enemies than the previous fight. It's going to have a couple of ranged enemies, and it's also going to have some more of these Hellwalkers that spawn in once you kill these first ones. So you can just charge up your arrow and just shoot them from far on this one, because there are going to be more enemies spawning in right where they're actually standing at right now. So you could get close if you wanted to, because they don't really spawn in until you kill all 3, but it's honestly up to you. And then there's going to be this one ranged enemy. He would be the enemy standing that is right in front of you, not the one that Thrud is attacking, of course. So once you kill that ranged enemy, there will be a second one also behind that box right there. And then there will be the shield guy. So I'm pretty sure that's all the ranged enemies. I think the rest of them are just normal Hellwalkers. I'm not entirely sure about that though. But once you get all of those ranged enemies killed, this is a pretty easy fight. You can just, like I said, just do the same combo. There's only one really good combo that you can really do, and that is obviously the one that we bought all the way when we first started playing as Atreus. And you can use your rage whenever you want to. You do see me using my rage a lot as Atreus, because it's a pretty fun rage to use. That's probably the reason why I use it so much. And that is it for this fight, so let's go on to the next one.
Well, there's a big hole up there now.
I got
Could be
this.
Uh-huh, sure you do.
Hey, we're okay, right?
I guess. Maybe our families are just meant to be enemies.
Well, not us. I don't believe that. What I do believe is that you'll make a great Valkyrie. I'll tell your mom the same thing, even if she scares the life out of me.
That means a lot. Thanks. Now, we... mask piece to find. No way through up here either. Now what?
Not sure. But my gut's telling me what we need is here. Now we go right.
Moving on to the next fight here. This is going to have one of the ranged enemies and 2 shielded Hellwalkers. So for this one, you just want to break the first guy's shield, and then you can just wait if you really want to. Wait till the second shield guy comes up to you, break his, and then start fighting. It's whatever you prefer, to be honest. I just killed that first guy, and then I went after this one. Now, for this enemy right here, you just want to probably just save your light runic attack for her, because for the Revenant, whenever you're using the light runic attack, it does a lot of damage to her. So you're gonna see right here, I killed off basically 50% of her HP with just that one light runic attack. So it is very helpful, and that is it for this fight. So let's go on to the next one.
Let's go. What's the mask say?
So, the mask's pull is a little weird with all these buildings in the way, but I think we're going the right way.
You think?
Alrighty, so when you turn this corner here, there's going to be a couple of enemies, and then there's going to be a couple enemies around the next corner. These ones are really easy. These are the same enemies that try to run at you and grab you. So you can easily just run up to them, do a combo or two, and they'll die almost instantly. So after those guys, there's going to be a couple more, and then you're going to start getting nightmares spawning in. So you don't have to focus the nightmare as long as you don't hit them yet. But if you use the fully charged normal shot, you are able to actually one-shot them, which is really nice. So hopefully you guys did buy that at some point, so that you can one-shot these nightmare. And that's it for this one. That one is a pretty easy fight, so let's move on to the next one.
I know, we both do.
Mask?
Looks like it's through here.
Let me get that for you. Okay, this thing is really fighting me. See anything in there?
There.
Nice. Whatever you shot crashed through the floor again. Let's head back and check it out. So, I talk about my mom a lot. What's your dad like?
He's intense. Like he's trying to force me into this mold. But I'm not sure that's me.
Oh, well, I know exactly what that's like.
Alrighty, onto this fight. This is one of those tanky enemies that you have to look out for. So, for this one, he doesn't really have a ton of HP, so you're not going to have to worry too much about him. But you do want to try and kill him very quickly before the other enemies spawn in, because he will be very annoying with this one also spawning in, because there's actually 2 of them. So if you can kill one of them before all of the enemies start to spawn in, then that is very good. And then there's going to be a couple of ranged enemies that you have to look out for. I think there's 2, but maybe there is just 1. So your best bet for this fight is you just want to try to isolate them to all be in front of you. You don't really have to worry too much about the ranged enemies, but since they don't really have a lot of HP, you could go for them first. I think for me, as you see here, I am the one actually going for them first. So if you would like to go for them first, go ahead. You can go ahead and do it. And that's pretty much it for this fight. There's not many other enemies. Once you get those 2 tanky enemies out of the way, it's a pretty easy fight. So let's go on to the next one.
Which way?
The mask showed it was straight ahead earlier. But of course the way's blocked.
Maybe they're trying to keep people out. Or something in. I bet there's another way around. There always is. Sweet.
So, how'd you know you wanted to be a Valkyrie?
I didn't always. After a bad fight with Mom, I snuck out and found them training. Somehow, every movement they made had such
Looks like it's through here.
training gave me...
Too heavy?
Shut up. Something's blocking it.
Not bad.
I know. As I was saying, seeing the Valkyries fight, all the strength and style, no apologies, it gave me clarity. For the first time, I saw my path forward, clear as day.
Too bad giants have to follow prophecy.
Who cares? Make your own path, just like we've been doing here. Now let's see. Step aside, little man. This one's stuck too, but I feel it weakening. I just... Got it.
Sure looks like it.
Moving on to the next fight here, it's going to have one ranged enemy. It's going to have 4 of the enemies that love to rush and try to jump on you. And then there's going to be one enemy that has a shield. So what you want to do is you probably want to stay far for this one and just kill all the enemies that will try to jump you. And then you can kill the shield guy last. That's probably your best bet. Obviously that didn't happen here. I mean, it kind of happened here for me, but that wasn't my main focus of what I was doing. I was just pushing up on them to kill them. And then once you run up a certain part of the area, you will get 3 more shielded enemies. So right here, I just went ahead and used my rage. You could do the same if you have it. If not, then you would like to just stay back, do not enter this room, and just have them all try to walk towards you, because then they're all in one spot. You don't have to worry about any of them hitting you from behind. And that's it for that fight, so let's go on to the next one.
It's through here, but it's blocked.
What if I move this? Aha! Can you get up there? See if you can find a way to cut the crate down on the other side. I'll wait here. I don't have a fancy way up like you do.
Got it. Ingrid, was I too rude about her grandfather? She should know the truth, right? Yeah, guess so.
Hey, you talking to me?
No. Just talking to Ingrid.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting.
There, get back.
Moving on to this fight, where it's actually going to be 2 revenants. So your best bet for this one is to just go for the one that has the lowest amount of HP. That's probably your best bet. And you are going to see me struggle a tiny bit on this one, but you want to go for the one with the lowest HP and try to use your charged normal shots whenever you get the chance, because they love sending a ton of ice at you and it's really hard. You could try not to level, you could try to stop her from leveling up, but if you can't, I don't blame you. I couldn't, as you saw there. Still got up to level 4. You just want to stay far and just keep shooting that normal shot fully charged, because all that they'll do is they'll try to hit you with their ranged attack, and it's pretty easy. You just hold the block button and you should almost never get hit. So that is honestly all to really explain for this fight. That's all you're going to see me do for the entire fight until I get towards the end, where that's when I start getting closer and I'm just like, okay, I'll just end this fight real quick. But once there's only one Revenant, you probably could just run up on her like I did, because when there's two, you have to watch out for the ice, and then you have to watch out from the other revenant's ice. It's just too much. So when there's one left, you can just run up on her if you really want to. I would probably recommend you to do that, because then she'll do that unblockable attack with the little, like, mist, which is very easy to dodge. You just spin around her and she can't really hit you. And that's basically how I did this 2 Revenant fight. And you do have to grab that that chest back there to start, which starts the fight, because that is a very, very good runic. And that is my build for Atreus for the entire game. I'm going to be using that light runic, that heavy runic, which is the wolf one, and then the light runic with the 3 arrows. That's what I'm going to be using for the rest of the game, any other time that we play as Atreus. And that will be the final fight of this video. So hopefully this did help you, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Probably nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing. Yep. We gotta get out of here.
The mask. We're so close. Besides, I don't think it's dangerous.
Are we looking at the same thing? Maybe he's locked up for a good reason.
I can feel what he's feeling. It's a giant thing. Look, he just wants to be free. The peace must be behind him. Trust me.
All right, let's start with the lock not near its teeth.
Shh. There we go.
Heavy sleeper. Let's do the next. All right. There.
Looks like there was another one under his foot.
You're welcome, mangy mutt.
Let's look in the chamber he was guarding.
Dead end? Please tell me it's down in the water or something.
There's... How? It's not responding anymore. This has never
But
happened.
you said trust you. And we let that thing loose. Grandfather's gonna kill me. We gotta get out of here. Come on.
Through. Wait up.
Maybe we missed it. Maybe it's back here somewhere.
Through. It's gonna be okay.
How can you say that? I shouldn't have listened to you.
Look, if I made a mistake, I'll fix it. I can find the piece.
You absolute, unqualified moron! You know that thing tears holes between realms, right? Well, I suppose I should expect nothing less from half-breeds.
Don't call me a half...
I will call you whatever I like, Junior.
Leave him alone. It was a mistake.
No! The mistake was allowing you to think that you were ready. You helped him, didn't you? What side are you on anyway, Guppy?
Try me and find out.
Oh. And what are you going to do exactly? You see, everyone takes it easy on you because they are afraid of your father. I am not. That fat, drunken, utter piece of trash! Hey!
Again!
Yes, the dumb does not fall far from the tree. Very well, then. Give me your best shot. have a lot to learn, little girl. Starting with who your family is and who it is not.
Just wait until I'm a Valkyrie.
Oh. You really believed the Allfather would allow that to happen? Please do not let this little weasel feed your delusions any longer.
Enough!
So close.
Stop! He just wants to make you mad.
Yeah?
Well, it worked.
Well, you toddlers are boring. If you are finished throwing your little tantrum, we should go now. Because I cannot wait to watch you explain this mess to the Allfather. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Hugin! Damn, he's not here. Let's check his study. Oh, boy, is he going to lose it.
Father will have my back.
After the Allfather sent him away sulking with his tail between his legs? Doubtful. And you, Loki of the Jotnar. I am haunted by your incompetence. It keeps me up at night.
Whatever.
No, seriously, I find the hues and shades of your shortcomings almost moving. If we could only somehow harness your uselessness, we could fuel this entire city.
Fine. It's all on me. Just leave her out of it.
I don't need your help, Loki.
Sorry.
Save it for the Allfather.
We have a lot to discuss.
Loki, I'll meet you in your room when I'm finished here. Shouldn't be long.
Okay.
My mission went quite well.
Thanks a lot.
Thrud,
I don't want to hear it. Everything was fine until you showed up.
I'll make it up to you. I swear.